CodeAnt has actually helped us on a lot of things. Like I was just looking at stats. You guys analyzed 1.5 billion lines of code, right? I still cannot believe that you're just a 6-month-old startup. You documented 10,000 functions for us. And as far as my internal stats are concerned, I see 1,200 anti-patterns that were resolved, right, within like couple of days. So, great work, and I'm just very glad that I got to meet you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Amartya. I'm the CEO of CodeAnt AI. Today with me is Kashish. Kashish is the CTO of Draup. Draup is the AI-driven assistant for talent and sales intelligence. They have some of the biggest clientele, and in a single day, they analyze more than a billion data points, which is coming from more than 50,000 sources. We are pretty excited to have Kashish here. Kashish, I would love to know a few things. First of all, what do you think about code quality in general?
Got it. Hey, great to meet you, Amartya. Code quality is a very important metric for startups and larger enterprises alike. Obviously, like as startups, our pace of work is much faster, and we always focus more on deliverability than code quality. So code quality takes kind of a backseat, but it's very important that you have certain structures, certain kind of methodologies around your code, right, so that it is still maintainable for you on a long term.
Mentioned about CodeAnt AI. I would love to know how was your experience with CodeAnt AI, and yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm actually very excited, Amartya, that I got to meet you and your team right at a very important, timeline for us. So, just to give a little context, we started this thing last year where we do a reset week, right? Throughout the year, you have written a lot of code. You have worked on a certain pace, right? So you'd reach a certain kind of code depth or tech depth that's there, right? So 1 week, no product requirements, nothing else. The entire power is with the developers and the leads to work on things that kind of improve the code quality, improve code maintenance, code scalability, all of that, right? And it's very interesting that I don't know how I got in touch or connected with you, and I feel very lucky that we could do that. CodeAnt has actually helped us on a lot of things. Like I was just looking at stats. You guys analyzed 1.5 billion lines of code, right? I still cannot believe that you're just a 6-month-old startup. You documented 10,000 functions for us. And as far as my internal stats are concerned, I see 1,200 anti-patterns that were resolved, right, within like couple of days. So, great work, and I'm just very glad that I got to meet you guys.
Thanks a lot, Kashish. Thanks a lot for those words. The very last thing I wanted to know is what was one thing that you liked about the entire experience that you had with CodeAnt AI?
I think for sure the people that I met, right, the entire team from you to the CTO to your development team, your engineers, right? They were always always on the hooks, looking for feedback, working through it. I remember I passed on some feedback about a very major feature that I thought is like at least 2 or 3 weeks of development, and a developer from your side just woke up the entire night, and obviously we didn't request for it, but the next day I came and the feature was there. So the people, the energy, and you know your overall culture to take in the feedback, work on it, and come out with the solution in such a quick manner. So I think that's something that I really loved about CodeAnt.
Thanks a lot. Thanks